out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Out to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Pacheco. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Isaiah Pacheco. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Play fake. Here's Love. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Brown, 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Seahawks 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down at the 25.
Number 10,
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
tackled by Kelvin Joseph. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
To number 2, Marquise Brown. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The Seahawks at 11-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Smash, red. 10 cycles. Set, cut.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Drill green. Ready?
Love.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Red, cycle. Set.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Saints will have the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, kill. 30 left.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Dancing to his left. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Easy. Read it, 44.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got him. It's caught. end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Claws red. Ready?
Here's Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
35. Seahawks 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Shot.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Slide through.
Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He's a gain of 23 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready.
Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Hey, go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play action with Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here? Maybe.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Love. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he And
oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play action now. Lawrence
On the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Makes the score 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And now here is another interception.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 49, Seahawks 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Come on.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Steel, black. Ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready?
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts.
Touchdown, Saints.
Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Set, ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
The 24-yard line. A 7-yard
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Watch out now.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
All right, here we go. Done. Silver.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Isaiah Pacheco,
24 yards.
and the Saints are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, lie,
So
lie.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
30 left. Red.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Great job.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Hey, kill.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 18. Daniel Carlson set
Following
to
the
kick off.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Claws red.
1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10, Love.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
On play action, Love to throw, rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Needle blue. Set.
One last shot now for Love. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.